They gonna talk about you forever. They do it, and sad part about it is, and the one thing I wish that we could do in law enforcement, we don't. I wish that every time these people made these fraudulent complaints, because I'm telling you, on this side of the house, it is unreal. I've had people complain, and then we watch the video, and it is 1,000% wrong what they said, but yet they're telling everybody this is what happened, and I wish we could take those and make them public. You know what I mean, and just embarrass these people to death, because hey, if my guy did it wrong, I want to know, but. When he is right, he didn't get to be vindicated. They've told everybody he was wrong, but it's part of it.
I hope I'm okay in saying this, that when you took over, you told your corporals that trooper's a problem. The corporal can't solve it. He's going to be riding in the front seat with it.
I did.
He can't solve it. The sergeant's going to be riding in the back seat.
That's right.
And there's also another place for the lieutenant. He can't solve it.
I said
and
that.
Lord forbid the captain has
That's
to get
right. I did say that.
So you're a disciplinarian. When people want to complain about the officers, you're a disciplinarian on them also. But you're also a complimentary. I don't know if complimentarian's a word.
Yeah.
But complimentary of them.
Yeah, I try to praise my guys when they do good, because they do. I mean, for 99% of the time, they're doing everything they're asked to do and risking their lives to do everything. But every now and then, you get a real complaint. And unfortunately, when I was a young supervisor, I got burned. And what I mean by that, I had somebody complain, and I just didn't think there's no way, and I looked at them as the bad person. And when I did, but I always investigated, and I started doing my thing, and the others were doing theirs, and we were trying to be diligent, and I found out my guy did it. You know what I mean? And it made me feel like that big. Well, ever since then, any complaint we get, we're diligent, we're thorough. Anything that happens, but hey, 99% of them are they're lies. It's just, I used to call it like when I was a kid, there was a commercial, and it was always a phone company, and it always say reach out and touch someone.
Yeah.
That's what I say. When you write somebody a ticket, they want to reach out and touch you, because they think that they're gonna have your job, and they ain't got, none of them's got mine yet.
You can make it through Friday.
I make it through Friday. That's right. So
Appreciate your service. Anything else you want to? Anything you that I may have missed, or?
I don't think so. I've loved my career, every moment of it. There's an old saying that says, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And don't get me wrong, there's been days I felt like I was working, but I've loved this. This is all I ever wanted. It's a season in life, is the way I look at it, and I'm fixing to start a new season. And I just hope that when people look back on my career and what I've done, whether it's here or for someone, all I hope that they say is he tried to do his best, and that he did a good job. It's not anything about how good someone is or anything like that. Is, did you use your position to better others? And I have did my very best that I know how to try to help people. And whether it's from talking to kids in school to being the troop commander of this troop here, every position that I've been in since I've started, I just wanted it to be better for the employees and the public. And that's all I ever asked for, was to try to do the best I could. So.
Not many that's been able to finish their career in building their granddaddy, finish his career.
That's right.
And also be the same rank of his granddaddy and his daddy.
Yes.
Left a big shoe for your son to fill.
Yeah.
But it's not on him to do that.
No, and I don't. I've told him from day one. When I started, old troopers would tell me, they said, "Look here, there ain't nothing wrong with retiring as a trooper." A lot of guys that make rank travel all over the country doing it, all over Alabama to do it, and I've never felt like that was a good way for a family. Like I say, I've kept my family intact, and everything that I've done is for my family. But for him, I want him to do what he wants to do. And there's a lot of good men, and you mentioned some of them earlier, and I did too, about that retired as troopers, and they were icons to me. You know what I mean? They never made rank, and a lot of it because they didn't want to. But
Even one that we mentioned, I think, a while ago, made a rank and then decided he wanted to go back to.
he may have. I don't remember. I know when I grew up, these guys were larger than life. It
Yes.
didn't matter about rank. I mean, you know, these guys were the people I watched and grew up with. And but I don't think the rank really means a whole lot. I mean, it's just a part of your career, what you do. It's neat, I guess, to be that, but my whole goal was to be an Alabama State Trooper. When I got hired, there was nothing on my application about getting rank. I have a friend of mine that I'll tell you two stories real quick about rank. One, I got a friend of mine that every time he sees me, he says, "Hey, Corporal Tracy Nelson." And I said, he got that because one time I did a PSA on the radio and it was Corporal Tracy Nelson. Well, that was a long time ago. And after that, I learned every time I got on the radio, it was Trooper, because nobody knows what a captain is. Nobody knows what a lieutenant is. And one day, a buddy of mine, Charles Rogers, and I worked together. He was a corporal and I was a sergeant. Might have been a lieutenant. But anyway, we went to Crystal Burgers to eat. And we were sitting in there, and this old couple come in. They kept looking at us. When we got done eating, I walked out, spoke to him, walked on out. Well, he stopped. They looked like they stopped him, and I walked on outside. He come outside, was laughing. And I said, "What are you laughing about?" And he says, "They asked me how training's going." I said, "Well, they thought you just started as old as you are." And he goes, "No, they thought I was training you. They said you got that rookie stripe on your pants." He said, so they didn't have a clue about rank, you know. So that teaches you that it doesn't mean anything. And when you retire, you're still like me. I'm still Tracy Nelson, the same guy I was before I started this job. So I've had a great career. I loved every minute of it. Most every bit, all of it. You know how that goes. But we've got a great agency. These guys are trying, and I look for good things out of it in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.